What's going on, guys? So today I want to go over pretty quickly a couple of items, well, armor and accessories that I feel like you should have late to end game. These are very late in the game, so spoiler warning if you have not made it to at least like chapter 12, 13. So this stuff is for very late game stuff. But first, we're just gonna jump into it. I want to go over a couple things here for the armor. First thing is the Hades armlet. This you get whenever you are playing through chapter 7, I believe, or I'm sorry, chapter 11. When you play through Kate Sith and Nibelheim, you play through, you go around doing a bunch of stuff with Kate Sith. You can find this in the material storage room, and this is really good because it gives you 32 defense and magic defense, and gives you 3 link slots for materia and an extra one for whatever else you need to have. That's a good one to have. Another good one, and that is very good to have, is the Cetron Bracer, which is right here. This gives you 4 linked materia slots and has a base defense of 42 on both regular, physical, and magic defense. This can be found late into chapter 13. You'll fight an enemy called the Floating Death. I'll show you where that's at real quick here if I open up my map. If you come to the, where's it at? Down here at the bottom. It was Hall of Resurrection, first tier. Yeah, the Shrine of Ambition. There'll be a boss in this room. You really shouldn't miss this, but there's a chest, like I believe it's like right around through here after you beat the boss. And then the final piece of armor that you should have is called the Cetron Armlet. This one is actually right where I'm at now. It's in this room. This is a corridor of respite. Inside this room here, this is the second time you place Aerith in this chapter, I believe. I just fought the Turks with Cloud and his group. You come in here, there's going to be a bunch of frogs and a bunch of these annoying little bees. Come in here, take them out real quick, and then there should be a chest like right, let me go over here. It should be right over here. You can probably sneak around all these guys and take all them out, or without taking them out you can probably grab that chest without initiating a fight. But we'll go through this real quick and then we'll go grab that. Anyway, you go over here, grab this chest. This should house the Cetron Armlet. This is good because, let's go over here to it real quick. Oh, there's Cetron Armlet, there it is. This also gives you 4 linked materia slots and a defense of 33 on both magic and regular. Now, while this does have a little bit lower defense stat, it does give you another option for having 8 materia slots or 4 link slots if that's what you want to do. So those 3 armors I feel like are pretty good for late game. And of course there's, you can swap out stuff as well if you so choose to do so, but those are just my opinion on what you should have for late game, end game type stuff. And then for the accessories, first thing you should really have is, if you play the demo, you can get this item called the Koo Charm as you do your exploration. So anytime you're out like in the world doing like cleanup quests, side quests, doing the towers and all that stuff, have this on, because you'll get you'll randomly increase the amount of material you get collected, which is nice, especially for rare materials that you can't really find many of. It'll give you more chances to grab extra of those, and it gives you extra MP or HP by 5%. And another accessory I feel like you should have, it's pretty good, I feel like, it's called the Psychic's Charm. To unlock this, you actually need to find 2 life springs in the Junon area. So any 2 life springs, just kind of grab them, knock them out. That'd be these things here, I believe it is. I think there's life springs. So any 2 of these, once you find 2 of them, and this goes, I believe, for any region, just collect 2 life springs. It'll unlock an expedition or excavation intel in that area. This one's for Junon, so come here, do this excavation intel, and you will then be able to get the transmuter chip to then craft this item. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we got that done, right? We come to the item transmuter. During the first, once I found the first little excavation there, it gave me the option right here to do the Psychic's Charm. However, we are missing a key ingredient, which is the Mind Flayer crown. So to get the Mind Flayer's crown, you'll need to find 4 of the life springs in Junon, and then you'll unlock the boss. Take out the Mind Flayer, go do the battle and stuff, and then you'll have the crown. Then you can come back to your item transmutor, and then go over to your accessories. Psychic's Charm, you can do the base version of it, and then once you get to the gold saucer, you can get a transmuted chip for the enhanced version that'll boost the MP and magic power by 8% instead of the basic 5%. This item also will grant you immunity to silence. So put this on your magic caster. So that's pretty important for, you know, anyone who's trying to use magic, so they don't get silenced, so that they can use magic. And speaking of magic users, there is an accessory called Platinum Earrings that will increase your magic power by 10%. Once you get your item transmuter to level 8, I believe it is, you can then craft these. Now, while we're in Coast of Soul, there is an item here called the Champion Belt you get for beating Jules at the crunch off. This will increase your max HP by 10% and your strength by 5%. This sounds good. However, my personal opinion, there is another item here that is called the Power, I think it's called the Power Wrist Guards. I'm sorry, the Supernatural Wrist Guards. These ones. This increases your strength by 10%, as opposed to the only 5% increase you get with Jules, or with the championship belt. So you should get these just kind of randomly, but there is a side quest you can get. Once you beat Ronnie at his crunches, the crunch off or whatever, you'll get these as a reward. These, in my opinion, are much better than the championship belt, like I said. However, if you want to craft it, you can also craft these pretty easily. These are very, very easy to craft. They're not too crazy. You just need like 10 exquisite beast hides and 5 zinc ore, and you need your transmuter level to be level 8. So like with the platinum earrings, you can also craft this as well. My opinion, much better than the championship belt. And another important thing that I think is pretty important to have, especially for the end game or hard mode playthrough, is an item called the Healing Carcanet. I believe I said that last word, Carcanet. So Carcanet. What this does is this will increase the effectiveness of healing items, which I know you can't use, but it does spells and abilities during battle as well, meaning Barrett's lifesaver ability and any healing spells like prayer and of course healing, which will greatly increase the potency of that. So that's very, very important, I feel like, in hard mode, at least for me. To get this, you need to be in Coast of Soul. This is just south of the Seashell Coast Tower. There's a little Cape del Amor here. You can fast travel here or whatever if you've already found it. But come to this long dock down here. Just kind of go down these stairs. It's underneath this dock, so come down here, swim all the way into here, and it's literally all. It's very well hidden, very, very well hidden. But just come down here, grab this, and then this. I'll use this. I'll be using this a lot during my hard mode playthrough, because things hit hard, and you're already limited on healing abilities anyway. And our last thing I want to go over what we should have here is an item or an accessory called the Karmic Cape, I believe is what it's called. Let me see. Let me go down here real quick. I forget the exact name of it. Oh yeah, it's the Karmic Cowl. This will increase your vitality and spirit, which is your defense, magic defense, by 30, and it will grant immunity to slow and instant death, which is pretty handy. Now, once you get to the gold saucer, you can find the transmuter chip for this, which will let it upgrade you even further, and it will give you a 50 stat bonus to vitality and spirit. So making this pretty handy. I mean, it's a pretty big buff to your defense and magic defense. But to get this, you will need to do a couple things in the Corel region. First, you want to go and try to grab 4 life springs. So that are any of these things as before, same thing, get 4 of them. But then that will unlock your second expedition quest, which is up here, or excavation intel. Sorry. You'll do this one. I believe it's the first one, the first like little, first one you find with Chocobo. But just finish it out, do that. Then you get the recipe to craft it, right? And then you'll need to get 6, same as the Mind Flayer. You'll need to do all the life springs in the area to unlock the actual like classified intel boss fight for the area, which is the Tonberry King. You'll come down here, you'll fight it, and you defeat it. It'll give you the cape you need. Here it is. Yeah, the Tonberry King's robe. Sorry, you'll need the robe for that. You kill the Tonberry, you get the robe. Now, something completely, you know, besides what we're talking about here. This is for a side quest for Johnny, I believe. This Tonberry actually has an item you can steal. Oh, the Pristine Crown. You steal this by pressuring it. You can also get the Marred Crown here, but I believe the Pristine Crown is the better, gives you the better outcome. But anyway, you take this to Johnny for one of his side quests, and it's for that. So try to steal it too while you're here. But in my opinion, those are the best armors and accessories in the game. Of course, there's tons of other things you can get, like the Hermes shoes, the Sorcerer's earrings. There's all kinds of other things. It's just these are the ones that I kind of like. I feel are the most important, at least for my playthrough. So I kind of want to give those, point those out a little bit. If there's any other ones that you guys use that you find much more important, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll definitely check them out. Be sure to check out this video up here for more Final 7 content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.